Hi and welcome to Band Workout 2. Yes, this is our second resistance band workout for my channel. Okay, this is number 2. So, please make sure you've warmed up. Okay, your equipment required is one resistance band which is secured up high. Now, my suggestion with this is you take your resistance band and secure it over a door frame that is definitely a secure closed door that's preferably locked. One way to do this is place a belt with the buckle on the far side of the door, and then place the middle of the belt through the top of the door, close the door securely, and then test it by pulling on it with one of your hands. Then place the resistance band through the belt, and then you'll be nice and secured and you can do this exercise. So set yourself up and we're going to get started now. So you've got it secured up high, one hand gripping each side of the rope. And we're doing a fly chest movement, and we're going to do it alternating to start off with. So, feet square, knees soft, hips hinged, core tight, a slight lean forward, just so you've got that resistance right in the chest. It's not being taken all by the core strength. And then we are alternating from one side to the other. You want to make sure that you've got the band evenly lengthened so that as you pull, you're getting the same resistance on both arms for all of the exercises today, guys. So make sure that both arms are feeling that resistance the same, and if you need to adjust it, then do so now, so you make sure you get a good balance. Alright, so we are taking the slightly bent elbow across the body, just across the center line, pause for a second, and then return it to its start position. That's exercise number 1. Okay, next exercise, we have a chest press in exactly the same position, but we are alternating the arms. So again, pressing across to just past the center, and try to get your mind to muscle activated here, guys. We are pushing, alternating arm forward and trying to squeeze the pectoral muscle on the side we're pushing with to activate, while the other side is being gently stretched by the pull of the resistance band. So remember, guys, both sides are going to be working even though you're moving one arm and then the other. So as you press out, squeeze the pectoral to make sure that that's doing the work, not just the arm, and the other arm is holding you securely in place. Next exercise, we've got a straight fly. Okay, we've got a standing fly from standing position, feet square, knees soft still. Make sure your abs are tight, you're not allowing the back to bend. You're gonna feel that resistance increase as you push out on all exercises, and you may feel it's pulling you backwards a little bit. Okay, you want to make sure you've got your core very tight, your hips slightly hinged, so that you are leaning the body into it slightly, so that you're not going to be pulled backwards and create any accidents. Alright, every once in a while, guys, do recheck between exercises your secured band. Make sure that it's definitely holding onto that door frame or whatever you've got it hooked onto. Okay, I'm using my power rack instead of a door frame. And relax. Good job. Okay, overhead tricep. Okay, lovely tricep exercise. Not one I do often, but it's a nice exercise. Same position. You've got the body in the standing position, and your elbows should be up about temple height, and then you're pushing the palms forward, extending the arm to straight. Because you've got separate band on each hand, you can actually keep your head up in this, which you'll find better for your technique. Just watch out for the band coming either side of your head, and make sure you're feeling this in the triceps. Your elbow should not be moving up and down. It should simply be bending and flexing. Okay, we're going to reverse it round now to the back, and you're going to go into a bent over position. So we've got the feet square, knees are softer than before, sticking your glutes out, chest out, head up, back straight, and we are pushing the band handles directly backwards. This is another tricep exercise, going to burn those triceps out. Keep the elbow on the line with which you wish to end up the movement. So you can see that the elbow is pointing directly in the line of my straight back, and I'm taking my hands right back to line up with my elbows at that end movement, and you don't want to be moving your elbows up and down. Good job. And don't forget to keep your head up and your back straight. Alright, standing upright. And we're going for a reverse standing fly. Okay, this one is for the back of the shoulder, the rear delts, posterior delts, and the upper back, okay, rhomboids and latissimus dorsi. So keep your back nice and straight, abs tight, feet squared, knees soft, hips slightly hinged. As always, keep your head up. And we've got the elbows slightly bent and the wrist turned slightly inwards, and we are taking the elbows right back. What I like to do is concentrate on moving from the elbow and feeling it in the back and the rear shoulder. What I don't want to happen is my elbows to bend and any arm strength to come in. So I don't want my triceps, my biceps to be helping out on this one. Alright, next one we've got a reverse standing row. Again, really important, guys, utilizing that standing position, feet squared, toes and heels in line. That's the middle toe in line with the heel, knees soft, hips hinged, utilizing the core, head up, and we're pulling back. And again, I'm moving from my elbows and allowing just my movement to come from the elbow. So I'm concentrating on the upper back, not allowing my arms to try to take over in this movement. And the hands are simply hooking onto the handles of the resistance bands. And of course that resistance will be continuous from start to back if you move back enough. Alright, we've got a axe handle chop. This one's for the core. You can see there I'm wrapping my hand around the band to increase the resistance slightly. If you want to increase the resistance at all, just wrap your hand around the band a few times. And we are chopping from one side to the other. Please note that my arms are basically straight with a slight bend at the elbow. I am moving from my midsection and only slightly from my hips. So I don't want to be twisting the knee, just a slight turn from the hip to allow the midsection to do most of the work in this one. Going from the top to the bottom and chopping down a large tree. Alright, guys. Okay, I believe this will be final exercise. We've got a kneeling tricep push down. So we're still facing the door or bands on our knees. And you'll notice I've got a slight hip hinge again, abs tight. And I'm pushing the handles from chest height down to my thighs, pausing for a second for that tricep contraction. You can see that there. Pausing for a second and then bringing back up with control. Keep it nice and slow. On the way up, don't let your hands snap back up. Keep the movement strong on the concentric and eccentric portions of any exercise you do, guys. The down as well as the up. Okay, that's the top tip for today. Okay, remember, guys, the concentric and eccentric, both movements should be about the same speed with a pause at the top of the contraction movement. Thank you very much, everyone. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it's given you some ideas, and just make sure that you warm up and cool down, and please like, subscribe and leave a comment. If you've ever got any feedback about the videos, guys, or you ever see anything that we've missed in editing, please do let us know. We do these videos for you. We hope you enjoy them, and hope they're a huge amount of help. They were to me. Thanks, everyone.